Christiana Rosa here with Growlers head coach Cody Pachaki. Cody, you had a phenomenal win today, but it was also a very important win, especially as you near the end of regular season play. How important was this win for you?
Well, I think the biggest thing this time of year are the distractions, right? And so we've really struggled just kind of like every day coming out and making one game one game. It's easy to look at the standings and, well, we got to win this many or do this and do that. So just kind of keeping it simple for them and getting them refocused every night. And tonight's the only game that matters. We talked with some quotes with them and we said, when you worry about tomorrow, it takes away from today's piece. So that's kind of been our focus this last 24, 48 hours, is just taking it one day at a time.
How have you helped your guys narrow that focus on the field and off the field?
Well, a lot of it comes from the vets that we have around. I think we've had 13, 14 guys who've been here for 2 years. I think right now we have 8 guys who've been here for 3 years. So those guys have been in these runs. They've been a part of the organization and the winning, and they've been with me for that time. So having that leadership that can hear those messages and display it really helps some of the younger guys that we're really leaning on right now.
Yeah, you guys had a phenomenal performance today, and that was led by not only you, but your players as well. Offense was hot. Defense was hot. What do you think contributed to that besides the leadership?
Well, a lot of it is they've done such a good job just buying into Growlers baseball. And we're really big on just the approach and everything that we're doing day to day. I mean, these guys work so hard at school with their swings and their pitching mechanics and their fielding mechanics that I think summer baseball for them is about learning how to execute in a game environment. So as an organization, we're focused on that. Like, okay, we've got this great swing. How do I use it? I got the 93-mile-per-hour fastball. How do I execute my pitches? So for us, that's what we're focused on every day with the guys.
You said that you're focused on one game at a time, and this game specifically, you were off to a little bit of a slower start, but the 5th inning is where you guys really popped off. What happened there?
Well, I mean, for us, it's, Coach Vance is a very competitive guy, and so, you're looking at the standings, and that they're one loss away. So trying to keep our guys to understand, like, man, it doesn't matter. He's going to have them ready to go. And I think our guys were a little sluggish at the start, and you can kind of tell we got shell-shocked a little bit. So then it was using that leadership to reset and go, hey, we're still a really good team. We've come from behind before. I think we scored 4 or more runs in an inning over 50 times in the last 2 years. So just trying to put that back in their minds. Like, you can do it again. This game, again, doesn't change. The pressure is external. Just play your baseball. And then luckily they settled back in and got the job done.
When you're looking at the stats or the box score, you can obviously tell how great the offense was, but your defense was on fire today, especially with Brody Akers. How important has he been all season?
Well, I mean, that's baseball in a nutshell. Is pitching and defense wins games, especially in the late in the year, because that's the thing that you can depend on the most. You can't control what pitchers you're going to face, but if you can throw the ball in the strike zone and force contact and then go make plays, we can control that. So the guys like Brody Akers and Savi Delgado and Lawson Knight and our catcher Trey Wells, I think we have one of the best defenses up the middle. And so that's where the majority of your outs are going to come from. And you got Tony Parada over there at first, who saves so many plays that the infielders are really confident that they can get a throw off, not be worried about how accurate it is, and get it there, and Tony picks it for us. So that's really been something that we can lean on every night.
Tomorrow you're going to lean on that yet again, but this time you're going to lean on it back home in Kalamazoo. What are you going to focus on for that specific game tomorrow?
Same thing we did tonight. We've been on the road so much the last few weeks that, going back home, I think it's a chance for us to get rested up. We're going to go right back on the road to Kokomo the next 2 days. So trying to use these next 24 hours to just get some rest, get back in the training room, recover a little bit, enjoy the home crowd, and just, again, try to go get one more win tomorrow night.
Thank you so much, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Christiana Rosa here with Travis Illich. Travis, you had yourself a day, and you finished that day out with an absolute moonshot to right center in the top of the 9th. Tell me about it.
It was a pretty awesome day, but I started the day with some team baseball, laid down a bunt, and then kind of was happy to be able to get one for me at the end there. It's one of my big goals this summer is trying to sneak one out, so it felt really good.
Yeah, your dugout and your team welcomed you with open arms after that moonshot. How did that make you feel?
Oh, it was pretty awesome. Well, I hit one in BP earlier this year, so I knew I had the juice, but had to take the perfect pitch, so it felt good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, your teammates have been with you from the beginning of the season to now. How have they supported you along the way?
Well, I think the leaders on our team have done a great job of just like making everyone feel included, and it's one of my favorite teams I've ever been on, just because you got a lot of great personalities and just a lot of really, really great guys that are going to kind of stay in touch as the season winds down.
You said that one of your goals was to have one before the end of the season. You're headed into the end of regular season and potentially making a playoff run. What other goals are you going to set for yourself?
Well, I think first and foremost, just keep winning ball games because that's really what matters. But personal goals, I'd just kind of keep finding barrels and kind of taking good ABs and trying to help the team win.
Yeah, you guys had a great team win today. Offense was on fire. Defense did a phenomenal job. What was your approach to today's game?
I think early we kind of just had to find our way a little bit, and it seemed like a lot of off-speed tonight. So as a team, we were kind of trying to see the ball up and kind of just put good swings on those pitches in the zone and lay off the stuff down. So
you guys take on the Leprechauns one more time tomorrow, but this time at home. What are you guys going to adjust to make sure that you come out on top again?
Well, I think we're just going to kind of come back out and execute when called on and whoop up on them one more time.
All right, thank you so much. Congrats on the win. Thanks for tuning in to today's matchup between the Royal Oak Leprechauns and the Kalamazoo Growlers. The Leprechauns will be in Kalamazoo tomorrow to take on the Growlers one last time before they head back home. They'll take on the Rockford Rivets Friday and Saturday at 6:35 p.m. to close out the regular season. Tune in on the Northwood League Plus app or join us here at Memorial Park. Hope to see you there.